Hi everybody, it's Lori Michael, specializing in senior fitness in the home. So before you exercise, always remember please to stay hydrated. This month's exercise snack video is about improving your shoulder strength and avoiding any type of impingement, any type of injuries. So we're going to do some work with both weights and tubing with the help of my friend Kim. Cheers.
Okay, so we're going to do a couple of exercises with the weights. They're going to be pressing exercises. And the key to a pressing exercise is the positioning of the arm. So let's start with a shoulder press. Lori has 5-pound weights. You can choose whatever's correct for you. Take your elbows directly to the side, your hands to the side of your shoulders, and point your hands forward so the arms are nice and wide. And just do a couple of presses, up and down. Now that positioning that we're showing you now can lead to pain in front of the shoulder from impingement. To alleviate that pain and impingement, you're going to pull your elbows slightly forward of your shoulders. We're going to say about a 30-degree angle. And then you're going to do the same exercise. You're going to lift and lower. You don't have to go high. I like to go as high as my shoulders with the elbows, or maybe even a little lower, then all the way down. So you can see how Lori's arms are coming down towards her ribs. But the point here is that the elbows are slightly forward of the shoulders to relieve pain. We're going to do the same thing with the chest press, also using the weights. You can lie down on a mat. And we'll go through the incorrect position first. It might not be incorrect for everybody if you don't experience that impingement, but it's just always nice to be on the safe side. So notice how Lori's elbows are directly to the side and she's pressing up and down. That can cause pain in a lot of people. So we're going to take the angle of the arm a little bit closer to the ribs, and then the same position, or the same movement, up and down. Notice her palms are more forward than in. And we're just off slightly towards the ribs from the shoulder. We can do exactly the same thing with a push-up. The push-up can be done on the mat or against a sink. You can come on up, Lori. It can be done against a bar or wall. We'll do it against a bar today. So we'll show you the incorrect position. Hands go wide. And notice as she bends her elbows, the elbows go more out to the side. There's nothing wrong with that elbow going out. It's just the degree that it does. So we want to angle the elbow slightly back as you press. How does that feel on your shoulder, Lori?
Oh, so much better.
So just slightly back. You don't have to bring the arm all the way to the rib cage unless you just want to emphasize the triceps, but just slightly off center. Very nice. We're going to do a couple of pulling exercises, and we're going to use a tube for the pulling exercises. Pulling exercises are so important for the shoulder because during the day, almost everything we do is in front of us. And so a pulling exercise is going to improve your posture. It's also going to strengthen those posterior muscles of your body that weaken because we don't use them. So the first exercise we're going to do is with a band, with a tube rather. We want palms facing up, and just hold the tube like you're holding a towel or a blanket. It's going to be a pulling out exercise. We're going to start with the arms slightly up as you release. And then, so as you go up, you release. As you pull down, you stretch. Up and stretch as you go down. And lift. The palm up position is very important because that externally rotates the shoulder. It puts the shoulder joint into a better position than if the shoulder joint is turned in. It also keeps the chest wide and open. But she's pulling, do a couple more. She is pulling out as her arms come down, and that gets the back and the back of the shoulders. We can also do what's called a row, a back row. We're going to kneel down. You can use a mat or you can use a towel.
Or both.
You're going to take one leg forward. We'll be doing both legs, so it doesn't matter which one. The tube is going to go underneath your foot. You're going to hold both sides of the tube with one hand, the opposite hand. So if the tube is under your right foot, you use your left hand. And you're going to pull the elbow back slightly wide. So if you notice that tube is on a diagonal, Lori's pulling on that same diagonal, using the back of the body. If you think elbow behind you, you're going to feel the muscles in the back of your body, right across the shoulder blades and the rib cage. You can see it in her back, those muscles she's using. She's not pulling directly back, it's just slightly wide. And then we do the same thing with the other arm. For all of these exercises, we recommend 3 sets of 8 to 10 repetitions. You want to pick a weight that fatigues you by the end of the repetition. So if you're doing a weight that's too light and 10 isn't heavy enough for you, you're not fatiguing, go a little bit heavier.
Thanks everybody for watching. If you have any questions or want to know about any kind of modifications, let us know, and we'll see you next month. Thanks.